Hey, what's up, guys? Here we are once again, lost on the streets of Phoenix. But we're going to talk about a generic topic that perhaps a lot of you out there have experience with. Maybe some of you don't, you lucky sons of bitches, you. And that is the topic of internet dating and how much it sucks. How much it sucks to date over the internet. So let's go through some frequently asked questions. Question number 1. Well, to determine whether or not internet dating is for you, we can ask yourself a few basic questions. Question number 1. Am I a dirty, rotten liar? If the answer is yes, internet dating is for you. Question number 2. Are you capable of taking photographs of yourself in such a way to hide your true appearance? If you answered yes, internet dating is for you. Question number 3. Are you incapable of meeting women in everyday scenarios such as bars, clubs, random restrooms, I don't know, back alleyways, or maybe even buying a hooker? If the answer is yes, then internet dating is for you. So, now that we've established the criteria for what is required for internet dating, let's talk about question number 2. Well, truth be told, they're pretty much all the same. They're all shitty. But some of them are less shitty than others. I guess it kind of depends on how much you want to spend. For instance, if you've got lots of money to burn, somebody's playing with matches, no place to go on Friday night, and no woman to waste your cash on, then I would say go with eHarmony, because I think eHarmony now runs in at about $50 a month. If you prefer the free route, there's always OkCupid or Plenty of Fish, which suck. There's also Match.com, which sucks too. I think around $30 or $35 a month, something like that. So it all really kind of comes down to how much money do you want to spend being tortured. Question number 3. Well, various different size bags of dog shit, all of them under your feet, firmly on fire. Not only do you get burned, but you smell awful. That's pretty much what you can expect. Question number 4. Oh, I'm so glad you asked that question. Well, let's start from the beginning. So now we've chosen a site. Now what do I do next? Well, next you have to fill out a profile. A profile, you say? Well, that can't be that hard. Well, of course not. You only have to fill out a 60-page questionnaire on every question about what you would do in different scenarios, such as if you had a choice of putting down your dog or your cat, would you choose A1, B both, or C none? I don't know. What would you do in these situations? And that will determine what kind of a personality you have. And of course, then they match you with people of similar personality types, most of them insane and psychopathic. But of course, we're going to be optimistic, because I'm all about being optimistic. So we're gonna fill out this questionnaire. So we're gonna trudge through 60 pages of questions, and then if that's not bad enough, then they say, well, you need to select a profile picture. Well, selecting a profile picture carries its own unique set of skills, because of course, if you're not blessed with excellent attributes, then you have to kind of find a way to show as much as possible with as little as possible. And once you've selected a really good, awful picture of yourself, then you have to construct a profile. But not just a profile, but you have to talk about yourself, describe yourself. I don't know about you guys out there, but this is a problem for me. I don't know, I'm me. I mean, that says something and it says nothing, right? I mean, I'm me. There's not much more to it than that. So then you have to come up with all sorts of, witty descriptions of yourself, such as, I love to laugh. Really? Because I see that in every freaking profile. Internet dating, that's pretty much a guaranteed thing you can find. I love to laugh. Well, real shit. So does everybody else. Most of the time at other people, sometimes at themselves. But aside from that, you have to come up with all sorts of descriptors about yourself. Hey, we're going to take a cruise down Mill. Perfect place to talk about the dating is to come down onto College Bar Row of Phoenix. This is Mill, right? Yeah, I don't even know where the hell I'm at. We got the bro staying here. All right. I'm going, always happens right here. Seriously. Right in front of people, too. How embarrassing is that shit? And if you're not really good with words, as most people are not, they usually just opt to not describe anything. So here you are, you're a guy, and you're searching for women on the internet. And their profile basically consists of saying three things. 1, I love to laugh. 2, I'm looking for a guy. And 3, something tee-hee, ha-ha-ha about myself, and that's pretty much it. It doesn't say shit. So I can't tell you how many times I pull up women's profiles, and there's 3 sentences in there. How the fuck am I supposed to know what kind of a person you are if you don't say shit about yourself? I like to go to the outdoors, I love to laugh, and I like hanging out with my friends. No shit, so does everybody else. So now that we've established you're like 99.9% of the people on the planet, all I have to go on is your profile picture. Of course, it's only of your face and not the rest of your body. And usually these profile pictures are about 4 years out of date when you were still in high school. So not only do you show up looking nothing like your profile, but I know nothing about you. What other fun stuff? Oh, so going back to the discussion about which site to use, one of the things about eHarmony, if eHarmony happens to ever watch this video, I've got a suggestion for you. You guys need to add a category for closing profiles. Now, if you've never used eHarmony, one of the characteristics of when they close your profile is you can use a reason. And they have this little category called Other. And I usually see that category whenever my profile gets closed out. And they give you reasons like, we don't have any chemistry, or we don't have anything in common, or you're too old for me, or you're too young for me, or you look like a pedophile. And then they have Other. Dear eHarmony, can we please change the Other category to close your profile because you're too fat? No, that's okay. I'm a big guy. I know I'm fat. But seriously, when I see Other, I know exactly what it is. It's, you're too fat for me, have a nice day. Can we just change the profile from Other to you're too fat so we can stop pretending that we're, trying to stop pretending. Let's just be honest. How about we do some honesty for once? So, you have, speaking of honesty, what the fuck is up with catfishing? Now, if you never heard of catfishing is when somebody basically falls for an individual or starts a relationship with an individual online who doesn't exist. It's a fake profile. What is the football player, Manti Teo, who is one of the more famous people, who was in a Facebook relationship with a woman for 4 years, and then she died mysteriously. Died. This is the Mill Avenue Bridge for anybody who's interested. Great music going right now too. It's very perfect. So catfishing. What the fuck's up with catfishing? It takes two special individuals to get catfish. One, a sick son of a bitch that decides to create a fake profile for the purposes of luring in a poor bastard who is so lonely that they grasp onto the attention and the relationship factor that catfishing provides. So it's a kind of preying that I've never seen before in my life. And I thought this was, you know, I thought when I heard it happen to this one football player, I thought, no, you know, this, okay, I mean, it happens to one person, sure, but this seems to be happening, like, it's not prevalent, but it's not uncommon, because you just have to search YouTube for catfish videos, and there's all these stories. This one story of a guy who was in a relationship for 7 years, 7 years, 7 years, never met this person, not once. And I think there was a second one with a girl who was catfished only for a couple of weeks, but when she met this person, completely different, obviously, than the pictures that were sent, because the pictures were fake. They were of a model, I think. So, completely bamboozled. And some of these people for years. Folks, let me give you a piece of advice. If you can't meet the person and within a couple of weeks, it's because they don't exist. I don't care how good they make you feel. I don't care what they say or what they do. If they won't meet you, they're not real. And if you're the kind of individual that has catfished somebody, please die a horrible death. Because that is some of the worst kind of abuse or advantage taking I think you could possibly. It's one thing to take advantage of someone financially. That's bad enough. I mean, it's downright theft. But to take advantage of someone emotionally like that, that is a low that I don't really think can be achieved very other ways. You know, aside from, well, we just won't go there. We're trying to keep this as family oriented as possible. But folks, online dating sucks, man. You know, the level of deception, and then of course, so let's just say, for the sake of argument, that you've met a woman online, her profile picture is fairly accurate, and you guys agreed to meet. You think that for all intents and purposes she's a real person. Then what? Well, then you meet in person, right? Everything's good. Meet in person. No, she's crazy. Well, Flash, what do you mean? What do you mean she's crazy? Why is she crazy? Why do you think she's on the internet? Some women internet date because they're fucking crazy. And it's the only way to lure guys in and hopefully find one that will stick around, you know, after the initial shock factor. Crazy drama, you know, just strange points of view, the drama factor probably being the most prevalent. You know, it's like, oh, you know, I got crazy ex-boyfriend who's a shotgun murderer. Don't want anything to do with that. It's just as if this rant's not long enough. Guys, seriously, guys, when you start messaging women, could you please put some effort into it, please? You see a lot of instances where, you know, women are getting these messages from guys. They're like, hey, sexy, what's up? Hey, I would really like to get to know you better. I mean, you come across as having the personality of, well, let's just say I'm sure these women have had better conversations with their refrigerator than they have with you. So, for the love of God, please put some effort into it, you know? Talk about their profile, assuming that they have a profile to talk about. You know, tell a little bit about yourself, assuming you're capable of actually writing a description about yourself. You know, don't compliment their cleavage in their photograph. Try and have some class, for crying out loud, and put some effort into it. Who dat? So that's my internet dating rant. Internet dating sucks balls. Unfortunately, it is a necessary evil in today's world. I would be a sad, forever alone bastard without internet dating. So, thank you for not pulling out in front of me. So for those of you who have done internet dating or are thinking about doing internet dating, I hope you enjoyed the vlog tonight. One of the things that I secretly love to do is collect bad first date stories from people. So I figured it would be time to maybe share some of my own bad first date stories. If you guys have any stories of your own, be sure to drop them in the comment section. I would love to hear them. And as I continue the saga of internet dating, I will be sure to provide updates through vlogs about how things are going and share any good stories I'll have with you guys. So again, everybody have a great weekend, and we'll see you out there.